Hey, what's up guys? Rev here. Today we're going to be talking about Attack on Titan. Now, if you're even remotely familiar with the franchise, I'm sure you've seen it mired in a few controversies over the years. Some of these controversies have stemmed from the content of the series itself, including certain themes included within the manga and anime, many of which draw parallels to certain historical events from World War II. Whether you find such parallels tasteful or not, that's up to you. But nonetheless, it's been a repeated topic of discussion for years now. And when it comes to that rabbit hole of a discussion, personally, I would say the historical basis for many of these references are about as subtle as in a Hagao jumpsuit. One of those parallels, and perhaps the most controversial of them, came up again today and will be the focus of this video. The official website for Attack on Titan released an apology today after backlash stemming from a sale of a recently released item on their site. The merch in question was an officially licensed Eldian armband based on the series. The site initially announced this item for pre-order at an earlier date, but began accepting pre-orders on Sunday. Now, for those who are not familiar with the series, here's some context behind this armband. In the series, the state of Marley requires all members of the subsection of the population known as the Eldians to wear this armband identifying them. You probably guessed it, but these armbands are a form of discrimination made to separate them from the rest of the population. Another key for context here is that these marked Eldians are forced to live in segregated ghettos and are generally met with disdain and abuse from the rest of the population. So to me, like many others I'm sure, this is a very obvious reference to the badges that Jewish people were forced to wear by the Axis powers during the 30s and 40s, with the same effect on the badge wearers as paralleled in Attack on Titan. I think this connection is very intentional, and while it evokes a strong response by bringing up a difficult historical event, making such references in media is more than fine. I mean, these types of parallels to real-life historical events are made time and time again in media. While it might be uncomfortable to confront that sort of stuff, it's art, that's storytelling, and it has valid artistic purpose. I mean, we don't even bat an eye when people make cute anime girls based on World War II battleships that were literally machines of war and death. But I would also understand why some people would find it offensive too. I'm not trying to trivialize the connection that's being made by Attack on Titan, but I think it's okay to make historical parallels like that. In fact, if it's done right, I think it can be pretty important too. What I do find distasteful, however, is that this armband is being sold as official merchandise. I don't really know what they were thinking releasing this. At the very least, it's quite tone deaf. On the one hand, it's monetizing merchandise based on the show, but the very obvious historical parallel also means they're monetizing what is an identifiable symbol of oppression. While I don't think it should be banned or people who wanted it for the sake of merch or bad people or anything like that, it was still a very bad move to sell this. And in their apology, the creators of Attack on Titan even recognized that they attempted to commercialize what was drawn as a symbol of racial and ethnic discrimination, even if they just limited to the connection to the series and not the real life events it's referencing. My point being, the world really didn't need this armband. While the parallel serves an important purpose for the series and its narrative, trying to sell the armband as official merch was a boneheaded move. It had extremely limited potential for cosplay even. I mean honestly, who would want to roll up to a convention adorning something as serious as that? Like I've always said, just because something is controversial or offensive doesn't mean it should be banned, but that doesn't also make it immune to scrutiny, and it appears that even the owners of the series have recognized that cheap sale of armbands is not worth all this backlash. But anyways, that's my opinion on this matter. I would love to hear what you guys think about this whole situation in the comments down below. The only thing I ask is that you're respectful. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.